wanted to show you a game that I'm very, very fond of. Now, there's a lot of games out there that are detective type games, but this is the Chronicles of Crime, and it does something different. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of stores out there, but what's different? What makes you go to Walmart? What makes you go to Aldi? What makes you go to Dillon's? What makes you go to Kroger? You know? What is it that makes you go there? There's something that's different they do. This game is different in that it has QR codes all over all of these different characters and things. It's super duper fun. So you do need to download the app, but you're going to want to because the experience is super fun with it. So no need to read the rules, just dive right into the experience. That is so true. They have an initial introduction scenario that you run through that teaches you everything of how to do it. So all you need to do is read basically the setup of how everything goes and then download the app and then get into that. But super fun. As you're going throughout these different locations, you're going to discover there's just this nice big board that you use to discover different people. And so you find them at different locations. So you're going to uncover different locations that you put out, and then you're going to discover people that you put in those locations, and you're going to discover different items. And so this is one of my favorite things that the app does that's super cool, is when you're at a location you can investigate. And so if you you can search for clues. So you click a button that shows you search for clues, and then if you have a VR set, this would be so fun, but you use your phone, and if you don't have a VR set, you can just move it around and it will move and show like the whole scenario of everything that's around you. It is really, really cool. And so you're looking around and you see some different evidence. It's like, oh, what is this? Are these papers? You know? And you can then go and find, like, out of all of these clues, cards that you have, you can find papers and you can scan that, and it will tell you if that's relevant or not. It's like one time we found a shovel and it's like gardening tools, you know, is that relevant or not? And it kind of was. I'm not gonna give you the old answers or anything. Another thing that's super cool is in the box, they really don't have like a ton of content in the box. Now what I mean by that is they don't have like hundreds and hundreds of cards or anything like that. They've got a handful of cards, but each character, because it doesn't have any text on it, all it has is a QR code. Depending on the scenario you're playing, you could have different characters be different characters and different things. So you've got one card that can have uses in so many different cases, which is super, super cool. So like I said, gardening tools, you might use that for 4 different cases. And there's a bunch that you can play for free when you purchase this and use the app. There's a bunch you can do there, and there's more you can purchase just online that uses this same content. And then there's another handful of basically expansions that you can purchase that will be separate boxes that you combine the contents with this and that, and there's a bunch of room in this box, and so if you wanted to, you could put those expansions in here very easily. So overall, I'm very, very excited about this. I've not played a whole lot of it yet, but I know enough to give you this information and say there's a lot out here. There's a lot of really cool stuff. I think that my favorite part is that it really streamlines the process. It gives you more time doing the fun parts of it, which is the actual investigating and theorizing, and you don't have to read everything in the story. Where you get your information is visual, and so it's looking with this really cool app like at different locations. That is super, super fun. And then it's combining different QR codes, and you've got 4 basically like helpers that help you out, teammates, I guess you could say. And so you've got like the forensic scientist, you've got the tech guy, you've got and so all these different things. You can scan a clue, or you can scan one of those people and then scan a clue, and they can tell you if they know something about it. So really, really cool, really nice. If you enjoy detective type games, this is the cream of the crop. This is the best one out there, in my opinion, that I know of. It says 1 to 4 players. You could easily play 1 players, but it's so much more fun with more people, and you could easily play with more than 4 people. The struggle that you're going to get into is kind of showing the different locations. might have a hard time showing the locations to everyone that wants to see them, because everyone's going to want to see them. But this is really nice, really fun game. Highly recommended. Contents are great, artwork is great. Really nice job, really well done. So hopefully that gives you a nice touch and a taste of this game right here, Chronicles of Crime, what it is, what it does, and why it may or may not be right for you. Thanks.